Hi guys, it's Angie with Fun Endeavors Tie-Dye Lab. Today I'm going to make a rainbow reverse die. I have the shirt turned inside out, and to begin I'm going to center the shirt. By the way, this is a black 100% cotton Gildan Ultra Cotton shirt. This process is going to go really fast. But down below in the description for this video, I have a link to another video which shows how to center a shirt. Essentially what I'm doing is getting both sides of the front of the shirt next to each other and both sides of the back of the shirt next to each other. That way, whatever I do to the front of the shirt, both halves of the front of the shirt are going to look more similar, and the same thing goes for the back. I'm going to do a double fan fold design on this shirt. So using a piece of kite string or sinew and a piece of white chalk, I'm going to draw an arc on the shirt. I'm finding a place where I'd like the center of the fan fold to be, placing my finger there, and then just using the kite string to rotate the chalk around on the shirt to draw an arc on the shirt. I've tried several different things to draw or place lines on these darker shirts. And for me, chalk seems to work the best. I've tried using marking pencils that you can use when you sew, but they just seem to be too stiff. They don't work quite as well for me. Chalk seems to be the one that I've had the most success with. Now I'm going to fan fold the line that I just drew and tie it with some sinew. Because of the wax coating that's on the sinew, every place where I put a sinew line, that area is going to remain black underneath the sinew. I'm also going to leave the sinew tied throughout this entire process. I'm going to leave it tied throughout the color removal process, rinsing it after the color removal, washing it after the color removal, and then soaking it in soda ash and wringing it out. So the sinew does really well to stay throughout that entire process. Every now and then I have some sinew that unravels, but for the most part, I don't have a lot of problems with it. It's a lot easier to leave it tied to than it is to tie it, then untie it and try to retie it the way it was originally tied. For some designs, it's fun to go ahead and untie the sinew and tie a different design when you actually go to apply the dye. I'm going to continue fan folding the shirt and tying sinew lines. For this design, I want to have the lines get closer as I get out toward the center of the design, then get wider or further apart as they go out toward the middle of the shirt. I'm not cutting off my sinew. I have one strand of the sinew that is cut, and so I keep fighting with it to pull out that one little strand. The rest of the sinew is intact and works great, but that one little strand keeps bugging me. It keeps getting tangled. My husband accidentally cut one little area of my main sinew spool, and when he did, it only cut one strand of the sinew, so that's what I keep fighting with. To hold my folds in place until I can get them tied with sinew, I'm going to wrap a couple of rubber bands around the shirt. For the color removal process, I'm going to use a product called Out White Brite Laundry Whitener, and I purchased mine at Walmart on the laundry aisle. If you can't find any at your local department store, I have a link down below in the description for where you can purchase some from Amazon. I'm removing the color from a lot of shirts all at the same time, so I've placed them inside of a plastic container, and I'm using the Out White Brite outside. I like to use this in a well-ventilated area, and it does have a smell, so I don't like to use it inside. I'm also going to wear my respirator for this entire process because I don't want to inhale any of the fumes or any of the powder. I'm starting by sprinkling Out White Brite over the top of the shirts, and then I'm going to pour boiling hot water over the top. Do you notice how quickly the Out White Brite begins to work? It starts to bubble and remove the color almost immediately. I've sped the video up, but I came back and added some more Out White Brite to the top of the shirts and poured on some more boiling hot water. I wanted to make sure all the shirts were fully submerged. I left the shirts for about 10 minutes in the Out White Brite solution, and then I took them to my utility sink and I rinsed them in cold water and put them into the washing machine and washed them using a hot water cycle along with a little bit of Dharma's textile detergent. Then I put the shirts into a soda ash solution and allowed them to soak for about 20 to 30 minutes before wringing them out of my Panda spin dryer. For this shirt, I kind of want to do a rainbow, but I'm going to leave out the orange because orange kind of seems to overtake the rainbow sometimes. I'm also going to do an inclined ice dye, so I've placed the shirt inside of some vinyl guttering, and I tied a piece of kite string to the very end of the shirt and attached the kite string to the end of the guttering so that the shirt doesn't slide all the way down into the container, into the muck area that's being drained away from the shirt. So for this shirt, I'm using Pure Magenta from Dye Spin, Daffodil from Dharma, Electric Green from Dharma, Turquoise 407 MXG from Custom Colors, and Boysenberry from Pro Chemical and Dye. I'm going to repeat that color pattern down through the shirt. I'm placing a different color in each one of the sinew sections. Like I said, I'm leaving out the orange, but the Pure Magenta and the Daffodil are going to mix together on the shirt, and they should form a little bit of orange on the shirt. Now I'm going to add an additional sprinkle of soda ash on top of the dye and add on a layer of ice. To incline the shirt, I'm placing the shirt on a metal rack and placing one end of the metal rack down inside of a plastic container. I already have one shirt on this rack, so I'm not going to show you the inclining process, but here's a photo of the shirt after it was inclined. After the first layer of ice melted, I added a second layer of ice, and there was still a little bit of undissolved dye left sitting on top after the second layer melted, so I added a third layer of ice. Then, after allowing the third layer of ice to melt, I would suggest leaving the shirt for at least 24 hours. However, this is one of the shirts that I had processing when I went out of town for a few days, so it was about 6 days before I rinsed this shirt out. I started rinsing in cold to rinse out the soda ash, then untied the shirt and warmed the water up to hot to rinse out any of the excess dye that didn't bond with the fabric. When the water was running almost clear, I put the shirt along with some Dharma's textile detergent into my washing machine and washed it using a hot water cycle. Then after washing the shirt, I put it in the dryer, and after it came out of the dryer, this is what it looks like. Okay, so what do you guys think? So I really like this shirt. I think it turned out looking really pretty. I like all the rainbow colors on the shirt, and I like the black definition lines on the shirt. I think it really makes the rainbow colors pop. I didn't add any orange on the shirt, but you can see, especially like in that one big yellow stripe, where the pure magenta mixed with the yellow to make a little bit of orange in that area. I inclined the shirt, so the dye did move some, but whenever I have a shirt that's tied with sinew, the dye doesn't move quite as much as it does if it's just tied with kite string. But in this case, it formed a few darker lines on the shirt where probably either the green or the purple mixed with some of the other colors. Green and purple don't always play nice with every other color, and they can sometimes form a few darker shades on the shirt. And that's kind of what happened here. In this case, it looks like a darker red instead of a brown color, so it doesn't look bad on the shirt. Honestly, until I photographed it, I didn't really even notice it that much on the shirt. I noticed the lines, but I didn't notice them being quite as dark as they look in this photograph. I think the shirt turned out really pretty though. I like it. I think it looks really cool. And if you guys have enjoyed the video, I sure would appreciate it if you would like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.